This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to, well, I wish I could tell you it was an Edmonton Oilers discussion. Maybe it is, maybe it will be, maybe it might be, who knows. We're at the end of the road for now, right? Like, right? Is full stop, full end. The season's at the end of the road as of now. Pause, stoppage, suspended, whatever you want to call it. We're not playing hockey games tonight, tomorrow, for the foreseeable future. There's no timeline on this. There might be a timeline to reevaluate that kind of thing, but at this point, the Oilers' dreams of the playoffs have come to an end for now. Now, yes, okay, the goal is, and I'll read you the statement here from the NHL in a few seconds. And actually, let me get that for you because we'll read that, then I'll double check if there's been any further developments. But I guess this one's more so to make do for not having anything out earlier today because of being at work all day and, well, just sitting there and reacting in the truck, burning the data on the cell phone as the NHL quietly fades to black. I mean, yeah, a suspension of play is quite a loud bang in the universe of hockey, but still, sucks. Sucks a lot. I quite honestly still don't have the words. I've been trying to make up the words here for an entire day, right? We've known this since. Let me get the tweet for you. We've known this was a thing, is a thing since 11:36 this morning, Mountain Standard Time. So, let me read this to you. Let's break it down a little bit. Statement from the NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman regarding the 2019-2020 NHL season. And if you see me a little shook, a little shocked, is simply put, I still haven't processed it. All right, like I've I've been on a run here, right? As this whole year's been a roller coaster, and the roller coaster just came to a hard, screeching halt 5 meters from the top peak. That's what it feels like. And there is no timetable on when fire rescue is going to get here, no timetable on if we're going to be able to go down, no timetable on anything. And I mean, us Oilers fans, we've had a heck of a year to celebrate, no matter how sketched out you are by the recent play. We're, what, 83 points as of today, technically, before the suspension of play, but, right, like, we were on our way after a long time of not being on our way. And then this. In light of ongoing developments resulting from the coronavirus, and after consulting with medical experts and convening a conference call of the Board of Governors, the National Hockey League is announcing today that it will pause, this is the key phrasing they've been using, the 2019-2020 NHL season, beginning with tonight's games. Good night. The NHL has been attempting to follow the mandates of health experts and local authorities while preparing for any possible developments without taking premature or unnecessary measures. And I can't even talk. Boy, okay, this is going to be tough. I got half a statement to finish for you yet. However, following last night's news that an NBA player has tested positive for coronavirus, and given that our league shares so many facilities, they do, that's true, and locker rooms, it now seems likely that some member of the NHL community would be, what am I doing here, would test positive at some point. It is no longer appropriate to try to continue to play games at this time. That's another key term. So it's a pause on the season, and it's no longer appropriate, and they will resume when appropriate. We will continue to monitor all appropriate medical advice, and we will encourage. Sorry, weird glitch on my screen now. What's going on here? I don't know. If the video's all messed up, that's I'll just tell you that the video is going to be all messed up at some point in this one go here. Would test positive at some point, it is no longer appropriate to try to continue to play games. We've talked about that. We'll encourage our players and other members of the NHL community to take all reasonable precautions, including by self-quarantine where appropriate. Our goal is to resume play as soon as it is appropriate. There you go, there's the line again. And prudent, so that we will be able to complete the season and award the Stanley Cup. Until then, we thank NHL fans for your patience and hope you stay healthy. That's it. That's it for now, right? That's hard stop. Stop hard, whatever you want to say. Pause. Halt to grind to a halt. It's done for now. And now the questions come, right? Like, what do I do? What do you do? Especially because if you've stuck with me for these 6 minutes as I tried to choke through that statement, the reason this hits me so hard and the reason this hurts so much is, simply put, sports is our escapism, right? Sports is how we escape the bleak day to day, right? If you're having a bad day and you know what, there's a hockey game at the end of the night, or there's a sports game you're really looking forward to, there's a match of some sort you're looking forward to where it's not you, you don't have anything personally invested, or you want to personally invest something in it because you have a feeling, or you're looking for the fun of it, the thrill of it, right? That kind of thing. It's tough because that's our escapism. Effective today, right? Considering everything that's been canceled today, not just the NHL, has been taken away for the time being. And that's kind of what hits hard about this, is the normal day to day is no longer there, right? And I'm not saying like work's been shut down, like you can't go to the grocery store. No, not that everyday kind of day to day. But for us as sports fans, us as Oilers fans, right? That's part of what we do. That's part of what we live for day to day, right? Is because I'm gonna be honest, right? Is there are times in all of our lives where, quite honestly, the best thing to look forward to in a day is a hockey game at 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And it don't matter if the Oilers are going to win or lose. It's just my time to do my thing according to my schedule, right? It's it's something, right? Sports is something you can own with other people, but also own deeply personal just to yourself. And that's what I think really has bonded us into a community here on Dolynny TV so well. Is this is something I take to heart. This is something that I've made part of my life revolve around. This is something that means so much, is so dear to my heart. And now, in scary times, right? In times, uncertain times, in times that are hard to process, times that are developing so fast, in a realm of such negativity, such skepticism, such uncertainty, I think is the word I just got to come back to, is my certainty, my guarantee, my comfort zone, my joy, my passion has been put on hold, right? It's just full stop, put on hold. So yeah, like that's I guess, to put it one way, it only makes this hard time harder, right? And that's the hard part for me, is a lot of hockey over the past year has been a lot of escapism for me, right? Is tough day at work. Well, what do I have to look forward to? Come home, do a video, get to talk about the Oilers, get to hear the exciting news of the day, get to watch an exciting game, get a whatever, right? And I mean that goes back all the way to November 2018, quite honestly. It's nothing special to just the 1920 season. This is something I've done for a year and a half now. And this is something that's become so intertwined with how my day functions, what I have to look forward to in a day, what I talk to my friends about, what I talk to anybody I meet new about, right, is always I'm looking to expand my passion, let somebody see my passion, show my passion to other people, and that's obviously what's probably the biggest selling feature here on Dolynny TV, other than perhaps Mr. Orange, who, ladies and gentlemen, no need to worry about him. He's having a great day. He's just looking for some love here. But, right, is it's my passion is my biggest selling feature. And the hard part is the world does beat you up and beat you down sometimes. And you see it, right? I take my days where I just don't post anything because I'm beat down, I'm beat up, and I got nothing good to say. I got nothing to say because I can't say it. But on a day like today, when, usually that freedom, right? That, oh, this is my thing, I can own it and go out there. Well, now, what do I do, right? These are trying times for the entire world. And from my perspective, it's only gotten tougher because I don't have my escapism. I don't have my sit down, relax, and okay, guaranteed the Oilers are playing at 7 o'clock tonight. I don't need to worry about nothing else but that, right? Come home, get the dishes done, get some supper in me, hit that live button, let's go. That doesn't exist for right now. That doesn't exist moving forward indefinitely. And that's tough. But, with that said, I think that's honestly, quite honestly, this past 11 minutes really therapeutic, if anything. If anything, I I look forward to keeping this going. And I mean, we got no shortage of things to talk about. End of the day, if you think that I'm gonna run out of material as of the 15-minute mark of this video, and I'm not gonna be able to say anything more about the Oilers season or season that's to come, the remainder of the season, playoffs that should be coming, the awarding of the Stanley Cup from the NHL to the champion of the 2019-2020 NHL season. Quite honestly, right? And I mean, yes, I've ignored the fact that the NHL has requested per sources that give us arena availability for July, right? And all the way to the end of July. Let's kind of get a timetable together. But you saw that statement, right? As of it, the season being suspended, paused, whatever you want to use, there is no hard, concrete timetable for this thing to get back up and running and give us, some of us, pretty much the only real thing to look forward to day to day. Quite honestly, that may sound a little bit drastic out of me, but quite honestly, in the winter, when it's grinding out, it's minus 20 outside, the snow's blowing, the wind's blowing. Some days, that's all I do have to look forward to. And, you know what? That's not a bad thing. Like I said, makes the trying times tougher when you don't have it. Guys, it's the right move. 100% the right move. You can't risk it. And it's not you can't risk it for the fans, you can't risk it. It comes down to everybody's got somebody they have to protect in this, right? Is whether it be your parents, your siblings, your grandparents, or just the people you interact with at work. That's the tough part, right? Is at the end of the day, you got to do whatever it takes to stop this thing, but it sucks. It sucks. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave you with that. I'm gonna go get myself collected. I'm gonna go get myself some supper in me, and we'll talk after supper, guys. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. I will catch you in the next one.